Hey guys, how's it going? My name is always, and welcome back to Omnifactory. In the last episode, what did we do? Let's see. We were working on, we made a couple more machines. I feel like we made the centrifuge. I think, we were just basically questing and making things and all that kind of fun stuff, which is more or less what we're going to be doing today. Yeah, we have some work to do. I need to do a lot of work with the new factory. Obviously, I just haven't had a chance to kind of hop on here and do too much. I need to record this and upload it tonight, to be honest. So, yeah, there's a lot of work to be done. That I will get to at some point. But we're going to have a little bit of a different episode today. Because while I want to work on getting a couple new things, and by new things I mean completing a few quests, I also want to, well, go explore. We're going to head off to a new area today and see what we can get into. There is something underneath here. I don't know what it is. Okay. So, starting off, let's go ahead and try to make a couple things. So the first thing, you might be able to tell what we're going to be doing from my inventory. But the first thing I want to do is I want to get phosphorus and sulfur dust. So sulfur is electrolyzed from sphalerite, and phosphorus is an ore we can get. Well, I have some phosphor ore, and so we can smelt that into phosphor dust. So that's what we're going to do. No big deal right there. We're just going to pop one of those in there and get the sulfur. And then all that goes in there. So, cool. Sulfur dust. Phosphor dust. Sorry, not sulfur. Phosphorus. So, that should be... Oh, that is phosphor dust. Okay, so how do I get phosphorus dust? Small piles of phosphorus, centrifuging, electrolyzing phosphate. Okay, hold up. What is this useful for? Tiny pile of phosphor dust. There is a difference, unfortunately. We can make matches. Actual matches. Huh, that's interesting. We can make glowstone with gold and phosphor. Okay, we can get phosphate from electrolyzing this. And then phosphate we can electrolyze again to get phosphorus. Okay, that will work. So let's do that. And then the other thing we need to do is get sphalerite dust. So let's see, electrolyze, all of that. Now we should have no power. Okay, so we need to get some coal. I'm always running out of coal. One of these days we will get a better power system. I'm not entirely sure what it's going to be, but we will get one. So let's get like 2 blocks of this. And if we can at the very least, because we were using our blast furnace, the blast furnace takes so much power, we should be able to just throw these in here and get a good bit of power in here, which will in turn fill up the rest of this. And that should be... Hold up. Mixer, electrolyze. Oh, we need 5. Okay. My mistake. So let's go get another phosphorus ore, phosphate ore, phosphor ore. I don't know which one it is. There is phosphor ore. Okay, so for the record, there is a difference between phosphor, phosphorus, and phosphate. And it's mostly down to like various chemical compounds and whatnot. There's slight differences between them all. So it is kind of important to know that there is, at least scientifically, differences between all these, but mostly it's just kind of, they all contain phosphor, which is the, or phosphorus dust, which is just the P symbol. Anyways, we need to work on getting the sphalerite turned into, we want sphalerite dust. And so to get that, and this is going to give us 2 things. One, it's going to give us gallium as well as the sulfur. So this valerite ore, if we centrifuge that, or we could pulverize it, that would work as well. We potentially get some more stuff. So how do we get that? We need to get the crushed valerite, and we just, okay, pulverize. I am not familiar with which ones are which. Macerator, there we are. Alright, so let's put those in there. We have the calcium and the phosphate. And then this, we need 5. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we need 2 more recipes worth of all that. So we need like 10 more phosphor. Let's just grab a bunch, smelt a bunch up, and we'll grab the rest of the phosphor dust that I have. And let's process all this. So we're going to end up with a lot of different like dusts and all that kind of stuff eventually. And something I am going to have to remember is that things do require like multiple, that's a mixer, multiple like quantities. It's sometimes a 5 to 1, or you know, 3 to 2 type of situations. So the centrifuge stuff we get, that's a thermal centrifuge. We can't get that. Alright, so how else can we get this? If we pulverize it again, we get this. Okay, so we have the crushed valerite ore. We can pulverize it again to get impure. And then that we can centrifuge to get this valerite dust. Okay, that's what we'll do. So pulverize it again. And both of these machines running does take up a lot of like power. So let's grab some more coal. Let's also sleep while we're out here. And the other thing that I'm going to want to make before we do our little venturing is a better satchel. So we're going to need some electrum and aluminum. Neither of which are that bad to get. Let's see, we need coal. And I'll need to probably go get a ton of resources between this episode and next, just so that we have them. And I will kind of slowly work on moving into the factory a little bit more decisively, I guess. Or fully, I guess. I don't know. However you want to consider it. Anyways, these things need more power. And there we go. So we have the phosphate. And then that will make the phosphorus dust. And then this impure we put into the centrifuge. Which I will wait until at least something else is done. And then we're also going to get some fluids from here. So we have the phosphorus dust. And we also have some oxygen, which is gaseous, which can I just, well, it will just stay in there for now. That's fine. Alright, so we have the impure. Let's go ahead and centrifuge that up. We're also going to have some calcium dust. The obsidian we'll need in a little bit. Let's go ahead and make the thing we need. So we're going to need a flint and steel. And that is a steel nugget with some flint. Okay. Because we might actually have a flint and steel, actually, now that I think of it. But we're going to go to the Nether today. I don't believe we've done that yet. So, might be kind of smart to do that. We do have a flint and steel, because I made it for the Grains of Infinity. So, that is what they're called, right? Grains of Infinity. Yep. Alright, so the other thing we need to do, we need to get electrum, which electrum is just an alloy smelter, silver and gold, which I'm kind of surprised we don't already have any, but that's fine. And then a piece of aluminum, which I could have sworn I had some. That's nickel. And aluminum is that very blue. We need 2 pieces of aluminum. So, did we... I think we might have used the aluminum we had, or else there might be some in the blast furnace itself. So we'll check there before we try to make more, because it's super expensive. So we have this valerite and some gallium. Lots of gallium dust, actually. And then this valerite, we can, I believe it's electrolyzing, will give us even more gallium dust and some sulfur. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then while we're here, let's alloy smelt those. And do I really not have any aluminum at all? Okay. Well, that's fine. So there is the sulfur dust. Detect, submit that one, and get our pennies. And we also have the gallium, and we'll claim that. Cool. So now we can start working towards the primitive processors, which is the first tier 2 circuit. 4 tier 1s plus some gallium. Prioritizing getting a cheaper way to get the tier 2 circuits as a goal, since these circuits are very costly to make. Yeah, that would be nice. Usually is anyways. Alright, so we have some valerite, we have a bunch of things. Okay. We also have the electrum. Cool. So let's go ahead and get some more aluminum. That's going to be a little expensive energy-wise, but yeah, I think what we're going to have to do, at least for the time being, let's just put all this stuff in here. Okay. What was that impure? Sturgis dust, quartz, and quartzite. Okay. So next thing we need is some aluminum, and we can get rid of that, and that from the quest at least. So aluminum, we need the aluminum dust. We can pulverize. We should have some aluminum ore. Or I guess it would be bauxite, wouldn't it? Let's see. Do we have any bauxite? Yes, we have quite a bit of bauxite. So how can we use this? We can pulverize. Okay, maybe not bauxite. Bauxite is, for the record, aluminum. It does have aluminum in it. It also has a lot of other things, apparently. If I can spell aluminum correctly. We have a little bit of aluminum ore, and we need to pulverize the gravel. How about the normal? Pulverize it. Okay, let's go the other way. To get this, centrifuging, electrolyzing. Oh, right, that's how we got it the first time. We electrolyzed clay and got the aluminum dust. And we don't have any more aluminum dust in there. We only have the one piece right here. Because we've used it since, and I don't remember exactly what we made. But, what did we make? We made something, I don't remember what. Anyways, let's go ahead and, I guess let's process a little bit of this aluminum. So we'll need to pulverize it. And that is getting a good bit of power. These guys are out, but this has enough. You know what? There's never enough. Let's go grab some more coal. And then I just want to upgrade the satchel before we head off. Do I have any more coal or even... We have a stack of lignite. Let's go ahead and smelt that up real quick, because I'm starting to run low. And we'll just get like a little bit of it to put into the one. We'll put the blocks into the better dynamo, and that will be that. So we have some crushed aluminum. So I believe this is the one. Yeah, this is the better one. This one's actually still burning, but that's fine. So we have some crushed aluminum now to get this to We can crush it more. And then centrifuge that. Okay. That's how we'll handle it. And then it'll just be a matter of throwing that in and watching all of our power disappear. Actually, that's not too bad. Now, I obviously don't want to use any more, any more power, but we should be able to make the nuggets. And it's probably going to, yeah, it's going to go ahead and activate. And I think the main reason for that is just because this item is messed up. We've never had a reinforced satchel, but because of ore dictionaries and all that kind of stuff, it probably thinks that we do. So this is doing fine. We'll centrifuge this. And once we get one of the aluminums, we will go ahead and blast furnace it. We're also getting a little bit of bauxite from that, which is kind of nice. But this should be done fairly quickly. It's not too bad. And we'll obviously need to kind of make everything better eventually. But we should probably think about taking a bow or something with us to deal with mobs. Because that is something that is going to be an issue. Oh, that is delayed because this was running. Alright, I'll just have to remember to check that. I probably won't. So, yeah, let's go ahead and drop off our inventories. Let's go ahead and craft up. Make sure there's nothing in the crafting tables. Alright, let's go ahead and craft up the satchel. And now this thing has a lot more room, which is good. That's what we want to see. So, that stuff goes away. We're going to make the portal somewhere. And honestly, let's grab another chest, because we're going to put this down and clean up our inventory. So we don't need a lot of the stuff. Don't need the scanner. We're going to take the satchel, but we don't really need any of that stuff. We do want to take some more blocks. And we should probably make armor if we can. We'll want a bow with plenty of arrows. So how can we make some armor? So let's take a look at chest plates. Iron chest plates are iron plates. Okay, that's not too bad. Diamond and titanium. Gold is just gold ingots. Oh, man. Cobalt, ardite. Do we really want to use a bunch of iron? That is a good question. Dark steel, if we had a bunch of that, we could use that. That is a really weird looking thing. Okay. So I think iron will probably be the best. Okay. Not entirely sure what all that is. Okay. I have no idea what that stuff is. Anyways, let's see. Most of those are cool, but not something we do. Alright. Looks like we have some iron plates. So we're going to need 20 iron plates to make full iron armor. And that honestly should be fine for now. So let's get that. Because it's 8, 7, and 5. We don't need the 4 for the shoes. So let's go over here and get to compressing. And this obviously is going to take a little bit of time. That's okay. We'll deal. But is there anything else we want to do? Let's go ahead and put this stuff away. I'll need to sort through inventories, and that's something I plan on doing anyways, eventually. So I guess what we can do is go ahead and set up our portal. And I think where I want the portal is, we're going to put it in this building. And I think, honestly, right here. Why not? Underneath the stairs. Just because it's far enough away, we don't have to deal with it. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. Something like this. Remove those. And I mean, I could go ahead and put 2 more, but I don't think I will. Let's actually put something like that. I love lighting these up like so. And there we go. Nether portal created. Now, obviously, I want it to be close to the base so we can get, you know, to and from the Nether fairly easily. But I don't want it to be next to our base because, you know, sounds, zombie pigments, all that kind of stuff. Definitely don't want to have to deal with that kind of stuff. But let's put the obsidian back. We'll keep the flint and steel on us. We also have 40 arrows, which is good. We have a good amount of food. We just need to get some armor. And we do have a shield, so that's good to know. But there's the 20 plates. Cool. Let's go ahead and make our armor. Assuming that all the recipes are the same, just requiring plates instead of normal stuff. Just ingots. But there's the iron chest plate, iron leggings, and helmet. Cool. So now we're a little bit better off. One of these days we'll get some baubles. That'll be good. But it's time to head to the Nether. Now, why do we want to go to the Nether? Well, for one, I just kind of want to scope things out. Partially just because if we want mass quantities of lava, which we probably will, one of the quests kind of suggests that, telling us to make an ender pump as well as a block of ender pearl. Ew, that's gross. So it wants us to kind of get lava with an ender pump and ender tanks. And that's not a bad idea. We'll probably end up doing that at some point relatively soon. Alright, we definitely need to protect this. There's an enderman over there. But I also just kind of want to have an idea of what the Nether is like in this mod pack. I don't expect it to be like awful or anything, but definitely want to check it out, see what to expect and all that kind of fun stuff. Alright, so corner. How many blocks? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's fine. 2, 3. So we'll go here. And yeah, we definitely need to block the one side of this portal so we don't get ghast attacked and it blows up our portal. But that's why we're gonna have the flint and steel. Here we go. I forgot what flint and steels were called. And ore generation is gonna be very similar to the overworld in here, which is really cool. Alright, let's go one more layer. And then I will probably build more of this later. Just because you guys don't really need to see me securing a nether portal. I just don't want it to blow up, basically. And we'll have, you know, staircases and all that kind of fun stuff. But I wanted to keep some of my blocks as well. Alright, now important thing to do. Always do this. Waypoint your portals. If you have a mapping mod, you should always be doing this. I probably use the waypoints a little too much. But there's also nothing wrong with that. Alright, let's block this lava off. And yeah, as you can see, there's already things everywhere. Okay. So what exactly do we want in here? This is the old Nether, by the way. This is not the newest version of Minecraft, so we do have the old standard Nether generation. No pig. These are still zombie pigmen, not piglins. They are not angry. We have gold and magnetite. Ooh. That might be useful. There's a lot of nothing around here. Glowstone would be nice to get. And obviously we're going to grab some netherrack. Not entirely sure if that's useful for much of anything right now. Nether iron or magnetite. Yeah, we're probably going to want to dig in the nether a little bit. But at the same time, the nether is awful for other reasons. There can be hidden lava pockets, but we do have glowstone. So let's grab a bunch of this. And that will be something good to start with. Now, I'd love to find a fortress. Whether or not that's going to happen is another whole thing. Also, I probably should have brought a hammer. Even if it wasn't a diamond one. It would be super useful. But yeah, so welcome to the Nether. There's not much to say about this right now. We do need to find a fortress. I'd like to get nether worked. Not sure if it's going to be super useful or anything like that anytime soon. But the glowstone definitely is. Glowstone is always useful when you have Ender IO because of energetic alloys and vibrant alloys and all that kind of stuff. That's something that we might want to look into as well, for the record, is looking into the deep mob learning mod, so that we can potentially do something with Endermen. Endermen are going to be a pain because Ender Pearls are super duper necessary for a lot of things, especially with Ender IO. There's other mods that use Ender Pearls a lot as well. So all in all, it will be good just to have them. But there is a nice big lava lake right here. There is the magma blocks, which is also fairly nice. But yeah, this place is pretty barren, which is unusual for modded, especially with a lot of the mod packs that I've been playing in recent memory. This is nether quartz ore. Alright, cool. So we have a quartz vein relatively close. Now, I'm not entirely sure what all of ore veins we're going to be having in the nether. Obviously, we've already seen... Wow, this is so empty. We've already seen the gold magnetite, the gold iron vein, and then the quartz. So I don't know if we'll see, like, you know, this looks like something else. This looks like phosphor. But, you know, I don't know if we'll find, like, the big veins of, what was it we were seeing? Like, this could be pitchblende. Sulfur and pyrite and sphalerite. Okay, that's kind of cool. Things like the various... the ruby ore veins and, like, you know, the diamond ore veins. I'm not entirely sure what all ones will encounter. I've not played enough GregTech to know how Nether generation works all that well. But let's just keep looking. I guess we can come up here. I don't know if this continues on this direction. It looks like we have a pretty big lava lake. And I don't really want to bridge across things. Okay, no, there is a ledge here. And did I see... I don't know, actually. Okay, I do see a fortress. I couldn't tell if it was a fortress over that way or not, or if it was just the mass darkness of render distance. So yeah, there is a bunch of ores here, and it's actually really nice with how the terrain generation, how the terrain generates. The terrain generation makes things actually really nice because, what is that? Oh, it's a mushroom. Because everything's so like wide open and flat, there is a blaze spawner right over there. With everything being so wide open and flat, it makes it a lot easier to do, like, to find ores. The question is just what ores we can actually find. So let's make a waypoint fortress, and we're gonna just break on into this. And there is a bunch of things we're gonna take, because of course we are. Why wouldn't we? We're even going to take the chest. Alright, so what I want to find here right now is... mostly I just want to find some nether wart. And whatever chests we can find. Okay. This is an interesting fortress. It's kind of buried, which is... honestly kind of nice. Fortresses that are over lava are always more of a pain to deal with, just by the nature of it. But this one is kind of underground, kind of level on the ground as well, which makes it a lot safer. But I'm still kind of scared. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to die if I can help it, because I actually don't know if we've died yet in this series, and I don't know for a fact how that would work. So that continues going up. More nether quartz ore. I want to go this way before we go up. Like, I don't know if there's gravestones. I don't remember. And that just literally circles around. Okay. And this is much more of a scouting mission than anything else. If we do need to grab, like, a bunch of... Okay, so there's a blaze spawner. And here's some nether wart. Perfect. If we do need to grab, like, a bunch of blaze rods or something, you know, that's something we can kind of worry about when that time comes. Okay. We have nether wart. And we have soul sand. So we can grow as much nether wart as we want now. That is no longer going to be a problem. And I want to kind of... Another staircase. Really? That's odd. This fortress is kind of weird. Very tall, it would seem. But I have a feeling this is probably going to go nowhere. But hey, we have more chests. And the nether seems to be pretty vanilla, to be honest. And this is old vanilla, so it's nice vanilla. Oh, man, I would not... I don't know if I'm ready for... I haven't played much with the new update of the nether. And so I'm not sure if I'm ready for... and I say new update. It's been out for quite some time. I don't play too much vanilla current version. Anything good? Nope. Got some sulfur dust. I don't play too much vanilla current version Minecraft, like, at all. And so there's definitely there's lava right there. There's definitely a lack of knowledge and lack of experience with that. So yeah, I could probably... I'd probably be okay, but at the same time, I might struggle pretty heavily in the newer nether generation, and it scares me. Nether's never fun. More so when it's modded and you have a bunch of other things that affect the Nether. But this one seems pretty nice. So I will tell you guys what. I am probably going to head back home and just drop off all of our stuff. I'm not going to worry about getting any blaze rods right now. Let's actually take a look at that real quick. Blaze rods. So most of the normal stuff. What exactly is this? A crook. Okay. So it looks like if we want to make breweries, we'll need blaze rods. But I don't see too much that we need blaze rods for right now. Obviously the ender tanks, but I don't think we're going to be making that anytime soon. Ender pearls are a little nasty. So yeah, we might want to wait on that. So I don't think there's much reason for me to start farming up, you know, all the different blazes. If I end up finding one, like obviously I could come over here and there's a blaze right over there. You know, I could obviously go spawn some at the spawner, but I really don't have much reason to. Ooh, that's a drop of evil. Alright, we need to start putting stuff in our satchel, which is why we brought it. So yeah, it's definitely, we could go ahead and farm some of these enemies. At the same time, I guess we're gonna get a few. Let's just shoot you. I said shoot you. Drop anything? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so I'm gonna get out of here, and then next time we'll find something to do. We'll probably just continue working on quests and all that kind of stuff, and then go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!